Hey guys, so I'm coming in with your reading today. This is actually my second attempt, but let's get this right today. All right, so your first card that comes in is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles tells you that, yeah, there's going to be a raise in money. A lot of us may be anticipating this raise in money. And I've said this before because the raise in money keeps coming up, whether it's in the world or overseas trip, the money, it keeps showing that, yeah, it's coming to a lot of us. Okay. But now, what seems to be most important in this message is, what are your plans when you get that money, right? With this Nine of Wands, this undeciding need to take a step out or of the situation, and then you will see more clearly. So this Nine of Wands tells me, especially with this Tower right behind, I only pulled 3 cards from this deck because I pulled many. This tells me that there's an ending coming. I also gather that you kind of know that this ending was coming with the Six of Pentacles. It's kind of like a planned ending. You planned it kind of like the money. Once the money comes in, I'm going to finish this off. Okay, but the bigger message here is that we're not really seeing things so clear with building blocks that I pulled from another deck, which is, I don't know the name of this deck right now, but when I pulled this one, it kind of, as you could see, like, she really needs all of those blocks to be in place. In order for her to take the next step, she needs these blocks to be in place. So this really is telling me that you must be very, very precise. This must be very planned. And I'm surprised that the Two of Swords didn't come out with this. You need to take the blindfold off as well. Um, because there are some things that maybe you're not seeing, that when open your eyes, it's all about paying attention to your surroundings and the people in your life. This tells me that maybe there is something that you're not seeing, right? Because this Tower moment is a catastrophic, accidental things happening very quick at lightning pace, right? And then also from another deck, you got chaos. Okay, chaos and conflict. So this Tower moment is obviously going to cause some chaos and conflict. Okay, but what is it that we're not seeing, that we have to open our eyes? Are we planning something that is, are you planning something? Are you running from something? And I get the feeling of, like, you have this big plan. With Archangel Gabriel, this tells me this plan has a lot to do with an oppressor. Like, somebody has been oppressing you, because from my deck, I got karma is a bitch, and it's all about the oppressor getting their own karma. So that was pulled from my deck. Okay. And then you get from Archangel Gabriel, which is also about karma. You could be speaking bad karma into your life. It's also about how he helps you to communicate, right? So he helps you to communicate effectively, openly, being able to say what's on your mind, being able to make sure that all of the communication lines are open. So he does guide you and help you all the way. But he's also a reminder of the karma that happens when someone speaks poorly over their own life. So he's reminding you that if you're speaking poorly over your own life, such as, like, you are people who say, I don't have that, and I don't have this, and I can't do that. And these are all these speaking poorly over your life. So he's also reminding you that, I don't know, with all of this hard work and the Six of Wands, I also feel like you're not looking at it, right? So let's put this card down again. Open your eyes. It's all about it's all about your life and everything that's around it, right? So this Six of Wands, I get this really, really strong sensation that he is not looking at those wands behind him. He's not looking at all of his achievements behind him. He's not looking at all of the good things behind him. He's really only focused on, like, this 7 that he has to place down, and where does he want to plant it. He's so focused on the gosh darn 7 that he can't see the 6 that are behind him. I'm sorry, the 5 that are behind him, right? So, and this tells, and then with the open your eyes, it tells me, like, there's something that you're not seeing. There's something around you that maybe it's like, maybe what you're searching for is, like, closer than what you think, is what I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of that. Like, what you're searching for may not be so far away. Life between lives tells me that you kind of are living here, but you're trying to be somewhere else. And then you're living here, and then you're trying to be somewhere else. Like your plan. So you're planning in your life between lives, and you've been doing this, right? So you've been jumping life between lives. So life between life also tells me about a lot of, getting over a lot of trauma. So you get over one thing and another thing and another thing and another thing and another thing. And you're kind of like life between lives. Like, when, where does it stop? and you feel like that sometimes, right? So this whole card is this whole message is really giving me a lot of feelings of like, you have been digging deep inside yourself. You have been seeing things away with this building block. This is telling me with the yin, this is telling me that you need to get more in touch with your feminine energies, come out of your more dominant energies, because it's time to be more feminine and be more, step into that beautiful feminine, empowering woman that you are. And even men have feminine energy that does empower them as well to be more communicating, like Archangel Gabriel, right? So this is really important, right? You ever notice how some of the most efficient people who speak are the most softly spoken, right? And they speak very soft and very calm. And it's just, so this tells me to get in touch with your softer, more gentle sides, especially if you're building blocks, right? So you have to slow down with the building blocks of life, right? But then also, with open your eyes, it's all about paying attention to your surroundings, and then the tribe coming up. This tells me that something within your immediate family, there's something within your immediate family that and your tribe, right? So yeah, okay, the tower moment is about to happen. Yes. And the tribe is about you and your tribe. And, it's just, you're taking care of your tribe, you and your tribe, you're growing together, a tribe that grows together, a tribe that prays together, a tribe that stays together, all of the above, right? But this is also telling me to open your eyes. It's all about paying attention to your surroundings. So like Indians, they forged their way on the first piece of land that they found. And then maybe they, you know what I mean? So it's like, where are you forging your land? Where are you forging with your tribe, right? So also in this reading, I'm getting a lot of never ending story. Like, you've been playing this story out in your head for a long time because you've known about this tower moment. I told you from the beginning of this reading, you've known this tower moment was coming. So you've been playing it out in your head like a never ending story over and over, the way you perceive it, right? But see, this Six of Wands is telling you to take a step back out of this situation, because you may not be seeing everything so gosh darn clear. Okay. The raise of money again tells me, with the raise of money, the being the first card, tells me you knew the money was coming. You knew that this was all going to happen. And this tower moment is, when I say, when it's a tower moment, things coming down, that means you could be the reason of it coming down. You may be bringing it down. You may be physically breaking things apart. You may be getting rid of something. So tower moment is like literally like letting go of, like, could it actually even be your physical home? Like, you're leaving one home to go to another, and you've waited, till the end of this year, as this season, as we're going into spring. There's so many things that could be connected to this tower moment in your life. Could be the end of a cycle, could be the end of a relationship, with live in between lives. Like, you could have been living, like, you could be living, in two lives, like, your real life and then your life with the relationship. Oh no, love cards come into here. This could apply to love. You know what I mean? Let's be real. You get that you are blessed. You're always blessed. So this is a great card that comes up. So this whole entire reading, it tells you that you're blessed throughout it. So you are being watched, you're being guided, you're being blessed every step of the way. The idea here is to have faith. Karma is a bitch. It's all about the oppressor. So I like that my karma card came up with Archangel Gabriel, because karma is a bitch. It's all about the oppressor. Tells me that the tower moment is not coming down on you. It's coming down on the oppressor, which is some shit right there. So yeah, guys, I'm actually finishing out better on the first on this one than I did on the last one. My daughter tried to call twice, but that's another story. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it helps. Remember, the overall message for this is to take it slow. Step out of your situation. Step out of what you think you know. With the Nine of Wands, popping up, it tells us you're so focused on that ninth wand. I kept saying six. I'm sorry. You're so focused on that ninth wand going down that you're not even looking at the eight behind you. And that's a lot of accomplishment. You need to take a step back in order to take a step forward sometimes in life, especially with building blocks. So stop. Like right now, just stop before you put another block up, because you'd be wasting time, money, and everything if you don't stop, look around, and pay attention. Especially with open your eyes, look around, and pay attention. Wow, perfect timing. Great, guys. Love you. Thanks always for checking in. And stop playing out the never ending story. There's another story to this one. Bye bye.